Hello again, I'm back. This is Hereward the Woke, supporting all the 75% of the world's wokes who are standing up to Putin. What do the other 25% of the world do? They fund the bloody Tory party, of course. Jack of all trades, Danny Dyer is the bookie's favourite to be the next Doctor Who. Will he turn it into a game show, climb into the TARDIS and whirl around the studio, answering silly questions? Or will Danny go around the universe, threatening to punch the lights out of various Doctor Who monsters, while spitting out his lines in his best Cockney? Danny is actually a time traveller, and 1,000 years from now will become a good actor. The same Diamond Geezer was in the news early in the week, as Danny was left red-faced when he was caught stealing £109 worth of petrol in an awkward blunder. You should have rounded it up, mate, and made it 200. There you are, kids. Doctor Who steals petrol. That's not very nice, is it? So hide behind the sofa when he's on. Wait a minute, he might nick your sofa, core blimey. Or better still, switch off and go to fucking bed. This week, a lesbian vicar punched and bit her female partner in a drunken lover's spat after necking a glass of wine in lockdown. One glass of wine? I wouldn't want to cross her if she goes on the lash, would you? Perhaps if she drinks an old bottle of communion wine, she takes on the Chelsea shed at mixed martial arts. What a flaming woman. Also this week, Roman Abramovich was finally sanctioned after 20 years of being here. What's this? Suddenly he isn't sanctioned. He's done a deal with Boris over his football club Chelsea, and it can be sold. In fact, Chelsea were given 110 million to tide them over. Where did that money come from? Russia? I thought sanctions were about taking his money away, not giving it to him. His super yacht was seen sneaking past Gibraltar unchallenged. If it hadn't been a yacht but a P&O ferry, Boris would have boarded it, and they'd have given Roman a bin bag to put his belongings in. Poor old Ollie Willoughby was horrified this week as her dog Bailey ate her Hoover hours after she'd cleaned it. Give the dog something to flaming eat, Ollie, like meaty chunks in marrow-bone jelly, and then it won't have to eat your bloody Hoover, love. Call the RSPCA, someone. In the news this week again was Michael Gove. He was exploring whether he can house Ukrainian refugees personally. Do social liberal Ukrainians want to be in the same house as far-right Michael Gove? You might as well bloody ask them if they want to share a room with Vladimir bloody Putin. They'd rather be bloody bombed, wouldn't they? Talking in the Daily Mail, Jeremy Clarkson slammed the unholy alliance of swivel-eyed communists, drippy hippies and Liberal Democrats, as his council became the first to ban meat and adopt a vegan-only menu at meetings. I take it Jeremy isn't a fan of vegetables. So what is Jeremy Clarkson's farm shop? Is it a bloody abattoir? Does Jeremy go around the farm with blood dripping from the corner of his mouth as his eyes swivel madly? If you wave a vegetable at him, he vomits uncontrollably. Petrol, you dickhead, it comes from bloody plants, doesn't it? You're not Hannibal Lecter, are you? We also learned this week that a billionaire with Russian links had won a new deal to operate Britain's national lottery. So, in the middle of the Ukraine-Russian war, another far-right libertarian's number comes up. So every time we buy a bloody lottery ticket, that means another 1,000 refugees in the Ukraine. Whilst the Daily Star said this week, the UK's running out of ghosts as old spirits are dying off. The paranormal expert said, "What's up with this bloody country? Have the ghosts got long COVID and are running around moaning, or are they all working from home? They can't do anything, can they? Like Kate Garraway's husband Derek. That's a nice little earner, isn't it? Learn to pull faces, so when you get COVID, your wife can earn millions by bursting into bloody tears about how flaming ill you are. Have a whiskey or get a tonic, Derek, for God's sake." This is Hereward the Woke. I'll be back next week for another look at the culture wars, the UK's version of Russia versus Ukraine. Tories can't even run a flaming war, can they?